The March or Marquisate of Turin was a territory of medieval Italy from the mid-10th century, when it was established as the Ardwinic March. It comprised several counties in Piedmont, including the counties of Turin, Oriat, Albenga and probably Ventimiglia. The confines of the March thus stretched across the Po Valley from the Western Alps in the north, to the Ligurian Sea. The title is sometimes thought to be a misnomer, because of the later importance of the city and valley of Susa, to the House of Savoy, who styled themselves as Marquises of Susa. The March is sometimes referred to as the March or Marquisate of Susa. Yet in the 10th and early 11th centuries, the city and valley of Susa were not the most important part of the county, let alone the March of Turin. Successive members of the Ardwinici dynasty were documented far more frequently in the capital, the city of Turin, than anywhere else, and until the late 1020s, Susa was controlled by a cadet branch of the dynasty, rather than by the marquises themselves. History. The March was formed by a reorganization of the territory of the Kingdom of Italy into 3 marches, named after their 3 ruling dynasties: the Marca Ardwinica, or Mark of the Ardwinici; the Marca Allaramica, or Mark of the Allaramici; the Marca Obertenga, or Mark of the Obertengi. Ardwin Glaber was invested as Count of Turin in 941 by Hugh of Italy. Ardwin had captured Turin and the Susa Valley from the Saracens. In 964, Ardwin was appointed Margrave of Turin by Emperor Otto I. The March continued to be ruled by members of the Ardwinici thereafter. Ardwin Glaber's son Manfred I succeeded him, and his son, Ulrich Manfred II, succeeded him. Ulrich had no son, so he left the March to his daughter Adelaide. Although Adelaide ruled in her own right, de jure control passed to her husband Otto, Count of Aosta. Their descendants would later comprise the House of Savoy. Gundulf, the father of Saint Anselm, may have represented a collateral branch of Manfred's dynasty. After Adelaide's death in 1091, the March of Turin broke up. Comital authority in the city of Turin was invested in the Bishop of Turin, and the city itself became a commune. In 1092, the Emperor Henry IV appointed his son Conrad as Margrave of Turin. Although Conrad attempted to gain control of the March, his power was never effectual and the title was largely nominal. Instead, the northern part of the March of Turin was absorbed into Savoy, which was ruled by another of Adelaide's grandsons, Humbert II. To the south, lands which had composed the March of Turin were annexed by Adelaide's nephew, Boniface del Vasto. List of Margraves of Turin. Ardwinici 962–977 Ardwin Glaber 977–1000 Manfred I 1000–1034 Ulrich Manfred II 1034–1091 Adelaide, de facto ruler, with her husbands, sons and grandson-in-law. House of Babenberg 1037–1038 Hermann IV, Duke of Swabia. Allaramici 1041–1045 Henry, Margrave of Montferrat. House of Savoy 1046–1060 Otto, Count of Savoy. 1060–1078 Peter I, Count of Savoy. 1078–1080 Amadeus II, Count of Savoy. House of Montbelliard 1080–1091 Frederick of Montbelliard. The title was later used by Prince Vittorio Emanuele of Savoy, a member of the House of Savoy which ruled Italy from 1861 and 1946.